Going on, guys? FATTshane here again, and today we're going to talk about my personal favorite frame, which, as you can probably tell, Equinox. Equinox is probably one of the hardest, or at least most annoying, frames to farm in this entire game, seeing as Equinox is two frames put together. If you don't already know that, um, farm it off of Uranus. I believe it's the Titania node off Tel Regnor, if I'm not mistaken, that's his name. Either way, Equinox has, as you can see, 7 abilities: Rest and Rage, Pacify and Provoke, Mend, and Maim. Metamorphosis, words are hard, just kind of switches in between her two forms. Now, this is my day build, which is mostly what I use, which is low duration, everything else into the positives. Now, I could throw Forma on, haven't gotten around to it yet. I need to so I can get the Exilus slop, and I can put Power Drift in there. But we're already at a pretty decent spot here. And if you don't have Equinox, I would suggest getting her as soon as you can, because you get to do beautiful things like this. Let's do that, what, 20 butchers at level 65? That should work. Make sure we're in day mode. I always cast that first, and oh look, everyone is now getting hit with slash procs, as long as they're within that circle. The black circle you can kind of see floating, they'll all get hit with slash. And if you look in the top right corner, you will see I have 17,500 damage saved, and now it's 19. And when you want to decide to kill everybody, you activate your 4 again, and it shoots out all that beautiful damage you saved up from killing people, which makes Equinox extremely strong, seeing as long as you're staying alive and dealing damage and getting kills and things like that, you have an infinite scaling DPS, which is incredibly strong. Then, let's see, which one? This is not the right build. Is this it? No, it's this one, yeah. Okay, this is my all-around build, which can be used for the exact same thing that I just did, but also can be used in night form. Which, am I in night form? I believe so. Which, now everyone's asleep. Which makes it very easy to just assassinate. Pacify and Provoke in this one really only works when there's enemies with guns. Oh, I fell. Rip. Rolled off. But with Mend, it does almost the same thing as Maim, which is nice, but now that number in the corner has a different purpose. Oh, I need heals. There we go. Oh no, I don't have a good secondary. There we go. And you get to do all this shit all the time. And it makes Equinox extremely strong and highly viable in a lot of situations, especially with the build that I have on now, because it works for both. So you can switch over to Provoke and Maim, and it's still equally strong. It doesn't have as good of duration or efficiency wise, but it still is highly viable in damn near any situation, which makes Equinox one of my absolute favorite frames in this game. She is probably one of the strongest, if not one of the most underrated frames. Incredibly strong, insane DPS capabilities, and just all around fantastic. The only downside is this is the only alt helmet that Equinox has. It's either this or this. There's no skins. There's nothing, which is kind of okay. This is basic Equinox. This is what Equinox looks like in the dual form, which is, I believe, if only in the Lisette and only in like relays and like the bazaar, and then your day form and your night form. Then I also have my Chicago Bears colors, is what I like to call them, but I prefer this one. Overall, as soon as you get to Uranus, it takes a while because she is the hardest frame to farm, because you need a neuroptics, a chassis, and a systems for her day form and her night form. So you have to build those, and then you have to take the day form and the night form with one forma and put it into the Equinox blueprint, which you buy from the market. So it's 8 pieces in total, 9 counting the blueprint. So it can take a while to farm Equinox out, but once you do it, you kind of get a fantastic frame that can basically handle any situation. It can take over for DPSing, it can take over for healing, it can put to sleep heavy targets in high end survivals. So if you bring, let's see, actually we'll test this one right now. I'm high enough MR to make this work. Yeah, we need to change out. Don't worry, that dual Zoran's going to be a video coming up real soon. If we grab the Rock Dark Dagger, we'll grab that one real quick. Pull that out. No, not that one. We'll grab that. And we'll crank it up to 140. If I'm not mistaken, this should work perfectly. Did I just do the wrong thing? I think I hit the wrong button. Oh, nope. It didn't crank it all the way up to 140. RIP. Mistakes are being made, boys. Alright. And now, if I'm not mistaken, as long as I have the energy... This is what happens when you don't jump correctly. And you don't pay attention to what you're doing. You can one-shot them. So, Equinox with a dagger is incredibly powerful. Now, daggers aren't that crazy. I mean, it's not like the Galatine or anything where you're going to have a constantly high DPS. But with something like the Soma, which is incredibly strong, you have your defense for the little guys, and you can assassinate the big boys, which overall makes Equinox stupid strong. You may not get the fatal teleport Ash, or you might not get like something that insane. You might not get invisibility and all those sorts of things, but you do get an all-around frame that can do everything. Have Narumon and the Atarax, and you're invisible all the time. So that is my personal favorite frame. I will show off this. That's the Soma build. Well, there's a Soma build if you need one. The all-around Equinox build, which is right here. I gave it a little bit more survivability with vigor and whatnot. Actually, if I were to put different, I probably could make this a little bit more efficient, but it's not bad where it's at right now. And then my overpowered day build right here, which eventually I'm going to get that exilus slot opened and a couple more formas into it. and we will really be overpowered at that point because I'll be able to move power drift up to there and intensify down here. But I would like to thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Comment down below for any tips, or if you would like to see any more frames, weapons, or anything like that. Little sneak peek for the next one that we're going to be talking about are these guys. So I hope to see you guys again soon. You guys all have a good one. Thanks for watching.